Welcome to Unfiltered Summit Sisters. I'm Gina.
And I'm Julia.
We are two ride-or-die best friends who are paving the path for what true, authentic relationships look like.
We're facing hardships head-on, having real, uncensored conversations, supporting each other's growth, and shining a light on true, raw healing.
We are navigating the world the best we know how,
Having a hell of a time doing it.
laughing every step of the way,
Through the rain
and sunshine.
This is Canyon Culture.
Did you wake up feeling better? Like, did you go to bed sick and wake up feeling better? Or are you still feeling sick?
I took the kids to jiu-jitsu and tumbling.
Right.
And I sat in the car while Jacob did jiu-jitsu so that I could work,
Okay.
which I did get work done, but it was also a lot of texting you and Eric at the same time.
Which is super fun.
Just fine.
Because we don't get, like, that's the thing, is we don't get to do that much anymore because we're so busy. And so to have, like, moments where I know that you're just chilling at jiu-jitsu
I had
and we
no
could just be
option
silly.
but to sit for an hour.
Right. And to
But I
be
did
silly.
also get like all of October invoicing done and all of our
Perfect.
homeschool check-ins done and meal planning and grocery order. I did all of that too.
But you can stop and do a funny text.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of this new thing. It's not like super, super new, but I don't know why I'm laughing about it. I love simple pleasures in life.
That's what she said.
I wouldn't know about that. But
What are you saying?
little things make me happy. Simple things can make me happy. The littlest, like,
Yes. Oh my gosh.
the right song comes on. But
James's birthday dinner when everybody was over.
yeah.
Great man granddad showed up.
Yep.
And so we walked outside to say hi, right? My boyfriend made my plate of food and filled my water. He filled
Yeah.
my water.
That's not little, that's big.
Just the filling of the water. I'm like you noticed that the cup wasn't full.
Yeah.
And that I'm human and I need water and hydration. And you just filled it.
But you and I had an instant like that at pancakes the other week.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I did. I did something and you're like, oh my gosh. And then you showed up and handed me my
Water,
half-gallon
yeah.
jug of water filled up with ice. And I was like, need a minute.
Yeah.
Having some feelings.
Yeah.
Like, it's so sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad, but it's true. But no, one of the things that is like just the reels and the TikToks that get sent back and forth.
Oh man.
It is becoming, that's aggressive. It's becoming this thing where it's like I'm not a big lover of social media in the sense of like I don't want to spend a lot of time there, but I'm finding that I do like spending the time like watching it like it's a TV show.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Mhm.
But the things that you send me. Okay, so there's
Which one are we talking about?
there's lots of them.
Now I'm nervous.
No, there's the trend right now that's going around of these two old men laughing. And then
Yes.
there's different captions, and it's usually like me and my best friend, right, laughing. And there's a bunch of different scenarios, and most of them are so
They're
inappropriate,
So funny.
but so accurate for you and I.
Yes.
So it's like when we get kidnapped, and they're like, "You are gonna be in this dark room with no phones, alone for weeks," and we're like,
And we're
Oh.
only gonna feed you.
"Oh no,
Please don't.
well, how did we get here?
That
What did we
sounds
do wrong?"
horrible.
But there's like 1,000 variations of that.
Did you see the one that I sent you today or last night maybe?
Maybe
It was me and my best friend at a funeral. We stand up to talk and the first thing we say is, "So we're all here because your prayers did not work."
We keep talking about how you and I we have very few opportunities to be at a very reverent event together, and every time we're like, we can't do this.
Yeah.
We are not allowed to go to these events together. We're not allowed to go to church together. We can't go to funerals together. The funeral we went to a while
We
ago,
sat apart.
you were 2 rows ahead
We
of
sat
me.
apart.
It's so, but even like, oh gosh, even on Sunday at church though, there's a lot of times that, not this Sunday, but there's a lot of times on Sundays we're texting back and forth, and both of us are like, oh shoot, you're at church. We shouldn't be talking about this. And I'm like, bring it
I
on.
forget because right now you guys are going to church later
Than we did last
than
year.
you did last year, right? So like noon to 2. And so I text you something. I'm like, crap, she's in church. I cannot believe I just texted her that dirty text while she's sitting in church.
And I'm laughing. And I was like, I needed that. Thank you so much.
Tell Jesus I.
Oh, but it's crossed over to other people. And so it's so funny because we'll be sitting around and I'm like, who sent me this meme? Because it was great and we all need to talk about it. Or I sent it to everyone. Let's discuss.
Right.
But it's, I don't know, it's stuff like that. I love stuff like that because one, it showcases like your relationship with certain people, what they send you and what they think about you, right? You get a little idea of like, this is what they think of me. This is the sense of humor that we have. Got it. But also it's just like little, when I have a couple minutes to jump on Instagram or TikTok and I have this like, I just can go to these to between you or Kaylee or Greg or Shirley or Stephanie. I've got a good group of people who are sending stuff back and forth to, and I get to go and there's like this cultivated like list of videos that they know I am going to laugh at. So I don't have to scroll through stuff I don't care about. I just get to go bam, bam, bam. And I'm like, oh, I needed that laugh, right? So it's like when during hard days.
Yes.
And I need a laugh, I know I can go there and be like, accurate.
But I like how ours are very mixed and can go from one extreme to the other. Like we can send this TikTok about healing and these beautiful ideas of healing and what we can do, you know, in the hard work. And the very next thing I'm sending you is a piece of ass because you didn't get any last night and it's a picture of a donkey. Like, and there's no words, there's no explaining. We just go from one to the next.
It's so good.
It's my favorite.
That's like, that brings me so much joy. And it like, it's one of those things, it's a glimmer. Those are glimmers for me.
I love it.
Those are absolute glimmers for me because I get to have moments of just joy, just laughter and joy. And there's not a lot of work or effort or context. It's just, you thought I would laugh at it and I do. And I just like, I need more of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard when you're a mom. It's hard when you have work. It's hard when you have all these things to try and find pieces of joy. And so this is what I love about social media. I no longer am trying to find out what's happening in Billy Bob Joe's life anymore.
Don't care.
I'm so sorry, Billy Bob Joe. I don't care.
Don't care.
Did you post a funny meme? I'm here for that. Let's do the funny on that. But I also do like posting. I will post about my kids because that is, it's like a, I'm not the mom. I'm not a crafty mom. I'm not a Pinterest mom.
No.
I'm not a chat books mom, and not because there's anything wrong with any of that. It's because I don't, exactly. They're books with your pictures in it.
Oh.
But you have to send them pictures or something.
In my dream life where I'm a stay-at-home mom and I don't work and there's plenty of money and the bills are always paid, I have time during the day to do stuff like that. And I make a book. I make a book every single month. January 2023, here are our favorite pictures. But that is not a reality that I live in. So, you know, Facebook and Instagram is my memory books.
That's exactly what I was getting at. Here's my thing, though. Even if I was a stay-at-home mom in this dreamland you just created that I would love to have, I don't want to do that. That sounds awful. That sounds like so. It's not just.
I'll do it for our family.
It's not that it's work. It's just not up my alley. I don't want to organize that. But if I have a moment, like I posted a picture of me and Russell. Oh, I was like, there's someone chopping down a tree?
I know.
That was like, a chainsaw.
Is it close to us?
It's a drone. There was a picture of me and Russell. Where were we? We were taking pictures at a rock. We were taking the butt pictures at the rock.
Yeah.
And I just grabbed him for a selfie. And I posted it and I was just like, this makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Like that's the capacity I've got.
Right.
That's it. Yeah. But then the next post was our annual, I have my kids standing on a rock showing their backs. I have it from the first year. I've done it since I've been divorced. So this is our 5th year.
Which is crazy because I thought you had been doing it longer. I didn't know that you had only been, so this was your 5th year, but our 2nd year. I'm like,
I know.
We're such a big part of it.
Like we're going to, you and like our kids are going to surpass the time that it was just my kids.
Right. Next year will be 6 years for you and 3 years for us.
So you're catching up quickly. It's so exciting. But yeah, I posted that picture and I was like, oh, I should date them. Like I should date each picture.
Yeah.
And just editing that, I was like, oh, this is exhausting. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm such a baby. But anyway.
Well, no, in my mind, there's like this place where you just pick 60 pictures and they do it for you.
Right. But me putting the text of 2019, I was like, ugh. So I chose to do it in the hammock.
Which is funny because you're the one that edits all of our podcasts.
Podcasting
and
is different.
And
you do the social media. It's that stuff that I'm like, ugh. But no, I want to find more glimmers. I just love that there's just this little bit of laughter. Because there was a season where my attached garage was in my gratitude journal every freaking day. And it probably, you know what it is? It's winter. That's when I love my garage. And really, really hot summers, which we did not have this year.
Right.
But right now it's these reels and these TikToks bring me so much joy. I'm just like, oh, so good. So good. So funny.
I love it.
But the kids are always like, why are you laughing? It's like,
Right, and there's a lot of times that it's not
I'm like, I'm not going to
shareable.
share that with you.
Right.
But it's funny. One day you'll get it, which then creeps me out. But do you have anything that's like a consistent, like, because we've talked about glimmers and it's something we're actively trying to do.
Mhm.
Which I love that challenge for me. But do you have anything that's going throughout your day that you're just like, this just makes me happy every day?
I have to be intentional. I'm learning that I need to be intentional about having glimmers in my life, because otherwise I get so freaking busy that every minute of
Okay.
my day is taken up,
Yeah.
and I'm running myself into the ground. I'm bleeding out for literally everyone, it feels like.
So is it that you don't have the glimmers naturally and you're needing to create them, or that you're so busy you're not able to recognize them?
I think there are some that come naturally that are unexpected and not planned, which are beautiful, and I love those, but I need a glimmer every single day. I'm needing that right
And
now.
you should have them every hour.
For real. That reminds me of the movie Trolls, where an alarm goes off and they're like, it's hug time.
How long would you be like, and I'm done with this?
Glimmered probably by the third hour.
Right? I'm like, I don't want to.
I already have enough alarms that tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so some glimmers for me are, some of them are as simple as like laying on the picnic blanket in the sun in the yard on a beautiful day. And there's just, I can breathe, and there's peace, and nobody's mad at me, and nobody's expecting, something from me. Like, it's just being able to lay there in peace. Like, we laugh about it, but really, like, that was.
I laugh because nobody's mad at me. And so there's this country song that she's going off about how great this guy is. And she's like, he doesn't make me cry. And I'm like, why is this?
Bar's really, really low.
For everybody.
Really low.
For everybody.
We should hire it.
So for the fact that you and I are just like, oh, there's no holes in the wall. I mean, there are, but not from a man.
Right.
It's just so ridiculous.
Just laying on a picnic blanket in the sun, in the yard, in peace. Having a dance party with my kids, with your kids, in the rain, in the kitchen, I don't care where it is. A 3-minute dance party to one song is a glimmer for me.
I recently rediscovered a song from high school. Are you familiar with Motion City Soundtrack? That's a band.
I would probably know this song.
Okay, we'll play it on the way down.
Okay.
We'll play it on the way down. But it's one that is it is a jumpy, it is a high energy, and it is like fueling my life right now. And so I had him go get my speaker that we have lovingly named Chad. I was like, somebody go get Chad so we can blast the music. And we are jumping up and down and we are dancing. And it made me think of you just because you're like, that's a glimmer. And I was just like, yeah, we're doing this. Like,
I need more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Having all of the kids in the car blasting music. 11.
Okay, just checking.
All the kids.
All the children. Yeah. I often will have people like, where are you going? I was like, to listen to music with the children, obviously. Why would you ask such a silly question?
Right. I love that.
They get so excited.
I mean, obviously coming up here anytime is a huge glimmer. But I also have to be careful with coming up here because I use it to run away from things in my life.
Reality.
Because nothing exists up here.
No.
This
Except for the moose.
Apparently that aren't rude.
No moose in the moose meadow.
I thought we ordered one for podcast day.
We did months ago.
We need a reimbursement.
Maybe we just resubmit our. Yeah.
Reimbursement, or they're going to have to provide moose 2 times now.
Okay. I haven't seen one in a long time.
I don't think I have seen one since the first time I saw one with you. Not the first time I saw one, but the first time, which was a year ago.
Damn. Okay. I am grateful for glimmers. I'm grateful for this idea that you put into finding glimmers and to provide glimmers or whatever we need to do to. The glimmer is the opposite of a trigger, and we talk so much about being triggered because it is happening all the time lately for both of us, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And to bring that to light and to switch it and say, not today, Satan.
Yeah.
And to focus on the glimmers. I'm grateful for that concept and that idea, and I thank you for that. And I love that that is now part of my life.
You're welcome. I stole it from TikTok. It was not me.
Why would you not own it? I would have not known the difference. Just own it.
Credit where credit is due.
I guess.
I'm thankful that I am learning that I need to be intentional about making sure there's a glimmer in each of my days.
Yeah. So we challenge you guys to find glimmers, and I like hearing people's glimmers. What makes you happy? Because it's like, what if they come up with something and I'm like, I want to do that, and then I get more glimmers.
Oh, one more glimmer.
Okay.
The chocolate peanut butter pie at Ruth Chris.
Oh, good heavens. I feel like that's more of a glimmer. That's more of an explosion. That is a foodgasm.
That is absolutely a foodgasm.
I was somewhere and I was like, the guy that I'm dating, we were talking about food and he was talking about a really good steak. And I was like, well, Ruth's Chris, obviously, yeah, that's a good steak. And I was like, but the peanut butter pie? And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, turn around, let's go right now. He did not. What? We already ate, so I get it.
Might be a red flag.
It was also like midnight in the canyon.
Because if it were me, I don't care if we just ate. Let's go.
Okay, so let's make a plan. You and I need to go get peanut butter pie.
Really? Yeah.
Let's go get peanut butter pie.
Can we bring it up here?
It's a really long drive. Let's get 2.
But what if we bring peanut butter pie and hammocks?
I'm loving this idea. Okay, so what are your glimmers? What are you going to do to get a glimmer today? Who is taking on the challenge of finding and creating a glimmer every day? Let's hear about it.
Yeah.
Okay, till next week.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Unfiltered Summit Sisters.
Come join us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to get a sneak peek into our lives.
It's beautiful, chaotic, crazy, and fun.
What else would you expect raising 10 kids?
All the links you need are in the show notes.
See you next week.